Okay, I just realized I missed these last two examples, so we'll finish off lesson 1 here. So state the reference angle. State the reference angle for each of the following rotational angles in standard position. So when you're getting the hang of these, it often does help to sketch them out. So 195 would be here. This angle is 180, so we need to find the gap from that angle to the axis. Well, if it's 180 to there, we've gone a little bit further. We need to go 195 minus 180, and we have a reference angle of 15. Okay, negative 258. So remember, now we're going clockwise. So this would be negative 90, negative 180, negative 258 would be somewhere in here, because this would represent negative 270. This is negative 180. It's definitely easiest if we can figure out what that positive angle would have been. And to do that, we can just add 360 degrees to that angle. And we find that if this was a positive angle, it would be coterminal with the angle 102 degrees. So this line is 102 degrees. We know to get to the axis, that axis is 180. So if we go 180 minus 102, we will have our reference angle of 78 degrees. Last one, negative 810. Well, before I even start sketching this, it's easiest to figure out what that angle is as a positive angle. So if we add 360, and in this case we can add 360 3 times until we get a positive angle, and we see that that would be coterminal with 270 degrees. So where is that angle? Well, it ends up right here. This is that same angle. What is its reference angle? Well, you notice now to get to either x-axis, it would be 90 degrees. So the reference angle is 90 degrees. Example 6. Determine 4 angles between 0 and 360 which have the same reference angle as a rotational angle of negative 128. So first of all, if I want to figure out what negative 128 is as a positive angle, I'm going to find a coterminal angle to it by adding 360. So that gives me an angle of 232. Okay, well, positive 232 is somewhere here. The reference angle, I'm closest to 180 degrees, so I'm going to subtract 180 degrees. 232 minus 180 gives me a reference angle of 52. So what this means now, though, is that I can have an angle in every quadrant that has a reference angle of 52. So to just find out those measures, well, in quadrant 1, the angle is 52. In quadrant 2, I'm 52 degrees short of getting to 180, so I can go 180 minus 52, gives me an angle of 128. Then I came up with the angle 232. And in quadrant 4, I'm 52 degrees short of reaching 360, so I can go 360 minus 52 and get 300.